in the building.
Yeah, we're back. We're
in the
here.
building. Pew, pew, pew. Another quarantine.
We're here. The city is not burned down, thank God.
Yeah, no, we lucked out. We lucked out. We're okay. We're
for now.
Here to see another day. We still got some things.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Got more things to do.
There's always more to do, but we're very thankful that we didn't have to go burn our city down.
I'm just happy Papa Walls didn't give me no curfew again because I'm tired of being told when to go to bed.
Happy to have another murderer off the streets.
Yeah, and now
always glad to see that.
And now we get to
now we get to record Quarantings.
Exactly. We get to give the people what they want. So that's it.
Yeah, love to see it. No, but it was a very stressful week. I kind of think this episode's going to run a little different because I got a lot to say about this week. We got a mini topic. I mean, I don't know if it's mini. We got a topic.
Small enough, yeah.
But I kind of want to just
cook.
I need to just
man, hit the soapbox.
Talk about the week because it was a very intense week. I mean, not only did the murderous cop get convicted, which was extremely emotional for everyone and intense, but I had a little week of just literally about to get in fights with everyone.
Except for me.
Except for you.
She just ignored me so she wouldn't fight me.
I know, but I know.
She was like, instead of fighting Lume also.
You didn't say anything that pissed me off this week. Usually you know. Except for in the notes. That was fucking funny. I just literally went at your life.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're very rude in the notes, but we'll get to that later. I'll save that for the end. For the end of the soapbox. I'll get on my soapbox.
Yeah. Okay, so so first of all, some of this is going to be TMI. The studio audience might not like this, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway.
Ooh,
first of all, I just need to dedicate 2 minutes to just saying how much men don't fucking realize the bullshit that women fucking go through, okay? I seriously
we appreciate that you guys make kids and
I know,
shit.
but I don't think you have the right sense of the magnitude of these things that go on. So first of all,
here we go.
First of all, I haven't been to the fucking doctor since before COVID because I was just I'm not trying to go to the doctor's office.
Fair enough.
They were going to kick me off as a patient because I haven't been in. So I'm like, fine, I'll have a physical. So I go in to have a physical. Here's the first thing that happens. This isn't even anything to do with men. This is just the first thing that happens. So I have an ideological problem with the doctor's office using a scale as the first barometer of your health.
Oh, hey, come in here, hop on the scale real quick. We're going to check.
Right. It's
check
bullshit.
Your height, and
it's not a good fucking measure of anything. And then furthermore, I've been 5'10" since I was 12. So and I've always played sports, and I've always had huge boobs. So when I go on these doctor's visits, they weigh me, and then the fucking bitch brings me in the room and just tells me I'm fucking obese. And they look at my thing and they're like, "You're obese." I'm like, "Bitch, I literally played 3 sports. No, this is not correct." So anyway,
by the numbers, by the numbers.
So anyway, so I started declining the scale, which I have no problem doing. Which most of the time, this is the problem with me is that I get on these fucking rampages. I can't make anything easy. So I get on these rampages and people think I'm doing it for one reason and that's not even why I'm doing it.
Correct.
So every time I go in and decline the scale, the bitch thinks I'm fucking going to be triggered by what it says. I'm not going to be triggered by what it says. I don't give a shit what it says. I have a great sense of what it might say and I don't give a fuck. What I'm declining is you handling me as a patient based on a fucking figure instead of talking to me and listening to what I'm fucking telling you.
Well, what if they need those numbers for, I don't know.
But they don't. So anyway, so I'd always decline the scale. So I go in and I decline the scale. This fucking nurse, she wanted to fucking fight me. First of all, she herself was obese, and I don't mean that as an insulting way. I mean clinically.
She was large.
Yes, clinically she was. So obviously, she was having some fucking personal crisis of her own fucking shit by me declining the scale.
Now she's triggered. She's
triggered, which is fine. I know that's not a reflection of me. I'm not mad about that. What I am mad about.
She put a little bass in her voice today.
Is you saying to me, well, you haven't been in a while. Are you sure? And I said, yep, I'm good. I'm going to decline the scale. Thanks. Appreciate it. She goes, okay, I guess. Rolls her eyes, bigger than I've ever seen anybody roll their eyes. Proceeds to bring me into the room and then immediately slap the fucking blood pressure thing on me and takes my blood pressure and is just giving me this fucking stank eye. Takes my blood pressure. Obviously, it's fucking elevated.
I was gonna say,
I'm about to beat this bitch's ass.
You're looking a little high. You're looking a little high right now. Like,
yeah. So
really?
she's like, "Oh, your blood pressure's really elevated." Like, she's like literally finding any excuse to like fucking talk shit about me. I'm like, "Bitch, I'm gonna fucking smack the shit out of you. That's why my blood pressure's elevated." Oh, I was so mad. So anyway.
Soapbox.
So then. Getting back to my main point, which is that men don't understand what women go through. First of all, so then the second thing that happened.
I was about to say, but just to be fair, we also get physicals where they.
Oh, I know. I know about that portion.
Right. So we still on the same level right now. Right,
yeah, cool. but then this same nurse. So then this same nurse wanted to kill me even more because she was like, "When have you had a pap smear?" And I was like, "I'm not getting one. I already had the fucking 3 shots, which made me hella sick to guard against fucking cervical cancer. So fuck you."
Yeah, like I'm good.
So she was super mad about that. But then my doctor, I actually fuck with. She's cool. She's no problem. But the point being is that I had to go back this week, and you can't see my arm because I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. I almost wore a short sleeve shirt so I could show you. But anyway, she had to fucking slice my whole arm open. My whole arm is black and blue right now to put a fucking birth control rod in my arm, and then she has to literally cut it open. Fucking just put it in there and then make sure it's like in there far enough, but not too deep. Otherwise, your muscle is fucked up.
I'm gonna throw up on the podcast.
And I know. And so I'm doing all of this just so I don't get fucking pregnant. None of you guys have anything to deal with this to this fucking level, and you should all be thankful that you don't be dealing with the shit. My arm is still killing me every time it touches the couch. It fucking hurts. Yeah, but people get colonoscopies all the time. You don't go every single year to the doctor and she says, "Let me get in your fucking vagina and feel around in there."
Well, I mean, yeah, y'all be going through crazy shit, and I'm not gonna pretend like you guys don't go through crazy shit. I'm just gonna point out that if you didn't want to get pregnant, you could also just not have sex.
Okay, yeah, let's use that argument with the dudes and see how that fucking goes over.
Oh, no. I'm just saying.
No, I know. It's fine. I'm not actually that mad. I'm very happy with the fucking thing in my arm.
That's why your hand hurts. That's why your arm. That's why you're doing
that. That's why my arm is killing me. It's because my whole arm is like my body is trying to reject the foreign object that has been placed under my skin. And so my arm is killing me and the whole thing is black and blue and I can't even like set my arm down on the couch for another fucking week because she had to slice my arm open and make sure I don't get pregnant for 3 years.
But hey, as a positive, because you're not going to get pregnant, you can keep going on that resolutions run and hooking up with all these dudes.
Yeah, Quarantings, what's up?
we got to win. And, as we got a little update earlier from the studio audience, you behind. I mean, I'm behind too, but like,
I don't know. I didn't say I was behind. We just I just wanted to.
You just let him chirp.
Let him cook a little.
I think you are behind, actually. But, whatever. We'll discuss off wax.
Yeah.
That's fine.
In any case, that was the first fucking altercation I got in, is with this fucking nurse.
Man, those people, those are frontline workers. We appreciate frontline workers.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, obviously.
Except for apparently this obese lady who was
she
calling
had her
out
own
my
demon story.
calls.
Then the second so then I get in another altercation, completely unrelated. So I go to the mall and try to find new fucking clothes because none of my clothes look good.
Cuffing season's over.
None of my clothes look good. It's hot girl summer. Yeah, I gotta get new clothes. Anyway, I go to try. I try on like a fucking 1,000 pair of pants. I hate all of them. They're terrible, hideous, disgusting. And so I'm like, fuck this. I'm trying to find like the new style is like loose pants.
Oh.
And like a nothing shirt.
Nothing
this is
the like nude color or nothing?
No, like skimpy.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's like that's kind of the vibe. Yeah.
They're bringing her back.
Like loose pants, like the past whatever years has been skinny jeans. Well, now apparently the young people have canceled skinny jeans. They're done, which I'm happy about. I don't like wearing fucking tight pants anyway. So anyway, so I'm trying to find loose pants.
Vic and them skinny jeans always kills me.
Yeah, but again, those are still tight in the ass. Like I want loose fucking pants and then like a little tiny little bra shirt, basically. So in any case, the point being is I'm trying to find some fucking pants and I can't find any. I tried on like 1,000 pairs. They were all hideous, terrible. Because again, part of the problem is they don't fucking make clothes for 5'10" women. They make clothes for 5'5" women. So they're all too short. So I go over to the men's side and I'm like, I'm going to try on these men's pants.
You did not.
Yeah, of course I did. I bought a pair. That's the only thing I bought at the mall when you were like, come over.
Was a men's
Is
pair
men's jeans. Because they were the only thing that looked fucking good. And I'm going to wear them and someday you're going to be like, are those jeans? I'm going to be like, yes, those are the jeans. First of all, they were fucking cheaper than the women's, which was bullshit. I was pissed about that to begin with. But then I get up to the register and I'm like, thank God I found these pants. And she tries to tell me that they're not the price. Like she rings it up. I'm like, that's not the price. Yeah. I'm like, there's a fucking sign. There's a fucking sign. It says the price. That's the only reason I picked up the pants.
What's the price?
So then she's like, oh no, it is the price. I'm like, it's not the price. The fucking thing's right there. She tries to get in a fucking fight with me about it. And I'm just like, are you going to sell me these jeans? No, I'm not buying them if they're more than this. I'm not buying them.
This just reminds me of web ticket sales. Well, some people know. But yeah, that's ridiculous.
So anyway, eventually I got she was scared of me, point blank. She got scared.
I can imagine.
So then she gave me the fucking pants at the right price. So that was fine. But this was like literally the next day after I already was fucking fighting with the nurse. It was just a lot. It was a lot. I get in a mood and I start fighting people.
Yeah, I'm thankful that you haven't fought me yet, honestly. I'm sure that day is coming, so I'll just be prepped for it.
So that happened. So anyway, if you see, I'm not wearing them today. I'm still wearing sweatpants. But one day I'll wear the fucking men's jeans, and then I'll show them off.
You'll show them off.
Although ironically, like it's super funny because obviously, like I come on this podcast every week and say a bunch of shit that like I'm just like I don't give a shit. This is how I am, and I'm not worried about it. But you would be surprised. Like it is very rare to catch me in the wild acting like sheepish, and like kind of like
not CEO like.
Yeah, not CEO like. When I was like rifling through the men's pants, I was like kind of embarrassed. But I was like, I want these pants. I don't care.
But why? I mean, who's got like?
Because it's like a thing. Like it's a society ingraining it into you. Like you have to like you. Oh God, that's so but like a faux pas. Like you need only feminine clothing. Da 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 da.
But like, how does anyone that's there know that you're not just shopping for your?
Because I tried them on.
Did they watch you try them on?
I mean, the one guy that was also rifling through the same pants as I was watched me take them over to the fucking fitting room.
Oh, well, whatever. Yeah. I know.
Right, okay, yeah. So again, like I survived. So bore it. I bought the pants.
Nah, that sounds like me.
Yeah. See, look, even he says, "Stay in your zone."
That sounds like me walking through. That sounds like me anytime I'm walking through a Victoria's Secret. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, it's the same kind of feeling.
I'm like, I don't need to be here, but like,
see, that's another thing though. That's a completely different story, but I'm also ideologically opposed to Victoria's Secret because they're a horrible company. They don't actually support women; they just support like the male gaze. It's not the same thing.
Well, I mean. I have no opinion on them. I just know that I feel uncomfortable
don't fucking buy from L Brands. They're a trash company that is fucking totally anti-feminist and transphobic. So fuck them.
You really did bring the soapbox today.
Right.
You really did.
Buy Rihanna underwear, or better yet, buy fucking small business off Instagram underwear. That's what you need in your life.
I'm so happy you came with this little soapbox attitude today, like, because normally, like, to take people behind the curtain, she never likes to come with some shit that she hasn't already told me days in advance, is on the list, like, da-da-da. No, she came with a whole soapbox ready to go.
I did. I just am... Like I did when I got here today. I told you I'm feeling some type of way about society. Everything about it is fucking pissing me off. So I don't know if that's why I was like, fucking, I'm buying men's pants, or if just like I don't know.
If you're just like, you know what? Okay, but all right. I gotta ask the question though.
Okay, what's the question?
You tried these men's jeans on.
Yeah, they look fire.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah,
they look good.
No, they look fucking awesome because for once in my life they're fucking long enough. Even these sweatpants I have on right now, look at them. Look how fucking short they are.
A little short.
Yeah.
A little short.
Like, my whole life, I'm buying these short-ass pants that don't fucking look good because I can't find any pants that are long enough for my legs. I do.
Got some Vans on, but they look like sneakers.
I try, but, you know.
Well, it's about to get warm, so you can wear shorts and shit.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Right.
So, anyway, that's part of my internal plights of trying to find brands that are actually supporting women and not just, like, fake supporting women, and also just, like, trying to figure it all out anyway. So that was all going on this week. I was very...
It's a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah. But you got it out. Are you woosah? You good?
I mean,
you want some ball head bakery edibles right now?
Yeah, we'll fucking see next week.
Shout out.
Next week, I'm supposed to be closing on my house, and that's been very stressful too. So I haven't really talked about that very much on the pod because I didn't know if it was going to happen, but I think it's going to happen.
Hey, we're putting the good vibes and good energy. Speaking into existence.
Yeah, pray for me that my house goes through. I'm going to be really sad if it doesn't.
Speaking it to an existence, so it's fine. It'll work
So
out.
that'll hopefully be good, and then I'll just fucking hopefully be in a good mood because by then it'll be warm and I'll have my new house and I'll be like, yay. So we'll see. Oh, I do have one Okay, so there is one. Actually, this is kind of embarrassing, but it's more positive.
Oh,
to say about the week. Actually, I have a few more things. So. First of all, here's the embarrassing thing. I need some input on this because I need to know what I should do. Oh God, am I gonna reveal?
Yeah,
there's something I have to reveal as part of the story.
Yeah, go ahead. We can just cut it out.
No, I'm not gonna cut it out. It's fine. I'm on TikTok now.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess I knew that.
You knew that. The fucking actual audience doesn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with TikTok.
She meant actual, not live.
The thing is that when I got on TikTok, I pretty much followed only women and gay men because I was just like, that's the kind of vibe I need in my life. But of course, then eventually, like, you know, it starts curating stuff that it thinks you'll like. So it starts in with the fucking hot boy accounts on my fucking
hot boy summer. Let's go.
Yeah, like it's just
LFG.
super hot men on my fucking TikTok, and I avoided it for as long as I can. But I'm fucking in love with this guy who I will never meet. It's bad. Do I unfollow him?
Time out. Stop. Before you even go to the thing, you just said, slow your roll. Let's rewind.
What are the questions? Lay them on me.
So you said that you started TikTok.
Yeah.
You were following what you were following.
Women,
it was
yeah.
curating to you, and all
women and gay men,
yes. And
here's why it's women and gay men, because women and gay men are both on like the thing on TikTok is that it's like coffee talk or fucking like there's all like people always make people always make jokes about like what corner of TikTok they are in. So there's like gay talk or coffee talk where people just have coffee videos. Like these aren't actual things, but this is like the language that people use to describe like what kind of content they're watching. So anyway, the reason my shit was mostly just women and gay men was because I'm on the shit talking talk. And on the shit talking talk, the women and the gay men have a common thing to shit talk about, which is men. So it's mostly just sense. It's mostly just people like just talking about. I mean, not necessarily just men on the whole,
men
just
in
like
general.
Just like
no. But time out. What my issue is that so they curate to you whatever videos,
right?
And they're one of those is apparently attractive men.
Well. So, I mean, like, I don't know what triggered it. So, yeah,
it seems like a yes or no question. Yes, there was attractive men being curated to your...
To me, yeah. Okay. I don't know how they got on there. I must have accidentally liked some video of some hot guy.
What's the problem?
The problem is that...
Or we gonna go back to your whole throwing away tens thing again?
No.
Same fucking thing.
No, the only problem is that I'm trying to I'm on TikTok to be like
to build a brand.
To be like to be like this, to be like women. It's for the girls. Like I want to make
Wonder
content
Woman,
for the
like,
girls.
Shout out, let's go.
Yeah,
you know, that one scene in the.
So then, like, when I'm scrolling through, like, I don't want my whole fucking shit to just be like hot guys, because then it's just like me like fucking drooling over hot guys instead of like watching videos and being like, yeah, girl. Like,
you'd be proud. I went to the Explore page. Yeah. I went to the Explore page the other day on
Did
IG.
You? And what'd you see? Did you see any fucking couple
I
bits?
All I saw was anime and wrestling girls. So I was like, it was like anime, wrestling, and hot girls in bikinis. That's all I saw. And I was like, wow, this is perfect.
Well, and that's my thing is that it's just like, it's not that I don't want to see hot men on my page. I actually do want to see that, but I can't take it over. Because I want,
you want it to be properly.
The other thing is, and the people that you follow, they like influence what you yourself are like doing.
Because you follow them, their likes become sort of your likes.
Right, and then you like get ideas about what to post, like based on what they're doing and shit. So I tried
Which makes sense.
Yeah, so I was trying to keep it strictly like about like the girls talking about how great girls are. I know, but I can't because he's so fine. He's so fine. I can't swipe away. I be watching that video. I let it loop. It's bad, dude. If you let that shit loop, like, the thing about TikTok is that it knows, it's not just about the likes. Like with Instagram, if you like it, it knows you engage with the post. On TikTok, because it's a video, the algorithm knows how long you spent watching that video. Yeah, so if you let that shit loop, that's all you're gonna get.
It means you love it.
Right. So now, like, I be watching these hot dudes, and now it's just fucking feeding me more hot dudes, and it's bad.
Looks like you need to get a new TikTok account.
Man, see, so here's the thing, like
10, 30 seconds. Actually, do we want to know? Yeah, like
no.
So, go ahead, describe it. Tell us the people.
So here's first of all, they be doing all kinds of different stuff. Like this one dude that I follow, he's like 6'9". His whole thing is like that he's so big. So he's like 6'9". So he just like stands in the doorway.
And you can't teach that.
Yeah. But he's not the one I'm in love with. I'm in love with this guy. Here's why it's embarrassing. Because he's 20. That's the other thing about TikTok is that they all like these fucking young ass kids.
Hey, well, you first of all, you've already been on record saying you ain't got no problem with these young kids.
I know, which is why I'm so in love. I'm literally in love with this guy, but he's like first of all, well, I'll never meet him. Like,
why not?
Because I just won't.
That's not a good reason.
But he's 20. He's 20. He's 20 years old, and this is the even worse thing. Fucking basketball player. Which is also so toxic. I need to stay away from.
Yeah, you love the athletes.
I know.
Talked about that on the podcast
fuck?
too. Wow. Next thing you know, you're gonna.
What school is he?
I'm not gonna say what fucking school he goes
to. Look, at this point, you gotta hit. All you gotta do is hit the trifecta because you already say he's an athlete. You said he's younger. Now you're gonna tell me that he's from your favorite city, the city of angels, and then I'm gonna be like, that's perfect. That's your guy.
I'm not gonna say what school he goes to because he's gonna figure out who it is. But yeah, I'm in love with him.
20 years old.
Yeah.
Go
to his game. No, but
6'9".
No. That's a different guy. That was just an example. Yeah, that was just doorway guy. Yeah, that's fine. He's more just like it's just funny.
This dude is light skinned, isn't he?
No,
you're lying.
I'm not lying.
You're lying 100%. You're
I'll
100% lying.
I'll show it to you after.
She's 100% lying. Just so you.
No, I mean, but what do I do? Do I just like? I mean, like
follow. You just keep going.
I know, but it's affecting my life. Like I literally go on to the app to like fucking see this dude.
Watch that dude too much. Is what you're saying.
Like I literally like my heart is like beating fast. Like I seriously am in love with this man who I've never met. Like after I just had.
Let's just go get you to meet him and we can read that. That's the easiest thing. That's the easiest way to solve this.
But he's for sure like a fucking whatever dog. Like.
Okay, great. Then you need to just see that for yourself. And then after you see that and you have the heart flutter, I'll get on here and I'll be like, hey, you know what? Let me play a clip back when we was doing an episode about athletes and Kristen was out here talking about, if you're going to get with dogs, then you shouldn't be mad about that.
Well, I'm not saying I am mad, but I'm just saying, like, how am I in love with this dude who I blatantly know is toxic and who is too young and who I'll never meet in real life? Like, it's pathetic.
He's not too young and you can't promise that you're
he's not too young. It's just, like, a little too young. No, that's a good point though.
Yeah, then you're fine. Yeah.
But here's the other thing. His content is literally like it's like the most simping shit ever. Like it's like literally.
You love a good simp.
I know, which is weird that I do.
Which is why I know he's
so not my fucking brand, but I fucking die for it. It's like I can't look away. Like it's literally him being on there one of the popular ones on TikTok right now is the Drake verse where he says, and that's facts, facts, off of the Lemon Pepper freestyle.
I was like looking at you like, what are you saying?
Yeah, it's on Lemon Pepper freestyle where he says like something and then facts and then da-da. So anyway, so you voice over the part where it says facts, but then you put a caption in the video over the part where they're talking about and you say something. So anyway, he'll like do that and then the things he's like putting on there is like, no, stop! Joe's like looking through my shit trying to figure out who it is.
I'm just going to ESPN stats. I'm going to Elias stats and info.
He's like trying to figure out who it is. Let me see it.
Elias stats and info.
Please don't tell you if that's him. Yes, that's the guy.
I knew it was him. Hey, Elias stats and info never lets me down. Hey, you know how PTI used to have Stat Boy? I got my Elias Stats and Info 2.0.
God, that was way
2.0.
too. That was way too easy.
2.0. Hey, 2.0. 2.0. 2.0.
No, stop! I'm embarrassed. Stop.
She's
I'm
gonna
embarrassed.
cut. She gonna cut this whole part out now. She gonna cut this whole part out now.
And it's every video's like, I don't have hoes. I'm like, yeah, you do, but you're fine.
She's like, yeah, you do. I'm right here. Right here. Hello. Hello.
But I don't comment on anything though. It's too much.
Yeah, not yet.
No, I'm not gonna. It's too much. I need to.
Don't worry, we're gonna handle that.
Yeah,
we're gonna handle that. Don't worry about it. We're gonna handle
stop.
that.
Anyway, so that's like high key embarrassing, but at least that was like one positive thing this week instead of me just like getting in fights with people.
Yeah, is you falling in love with someone on TikTok?
Yeah, me falling in love with someone that I'll never know.
Not necessarily.
Also, I probably wouldn't even love him in real life.
No, you wouldn't. But
I just like the simp shit. It's so weird. That's so off-brand for me, and yet I do. Same thing with the other guy. We haven't put out the catfish episode yet, but this guy this guy that might have catfished me. It was. I mean,
he didn't catfish.
But anyway, he was on the simping shit too. This is. I mean, it's. I just need to come to terms with it. This is what gets me. And
see, you be liking these simping dudes. Even that other dude that I don't
do?
think we actually talked about 100% on wax on the pod, but homeboy who had texted you talking about he likes the rom-coms.
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah. I fell for that shit.
Yeah, stop it. So that's your thing.
I don't know. Do all women like simps? I mean, kind of, right?
I mean, if that were the case, I would have a lot more sex. I feel like.
Maybe, but I don't know. I feel like one thing that men do, even if they're simps, that women fucking hate, and they should really stop doing this. I told my friend this the other day. Stop saying to girls, "Come over. You could come over if you want." Bitch.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm not trying to go to jail.
That's fine.
I'm about to say, yeah. Hey, guys.
Listen. All right,
here.
here. No, yes, you should listen to me here. I will give you the alternative, better thing to say that still will get you the consent you need.
No.
You should come over. They can easily say no.
It's like we are not about to be out here based on what you've said prior to when we send that text, putting ourselves all the way out like that.
I know.
So I think it's a two-way street in that. Like
no,
you're getting what you set up. I don't
Right.
disagree that it's not a good setup as far as the whole like whatever. I'm trying to show you that I really want to see you but then you get the riddle me this spark bitches that change their mind in the last second.
I'm
thing.
not.
So
it's not exclusive.
It's
not
exactly.
exclusive to men who say this, but it is more common. I feel that
100%.
men say it more
100%.
commonly.
100%. Like I won't disagree with that.
Like I said, even if you just change it to instead of you can come over if you want, you should come over if you want. Even that just indicates like you actually want the person to come over. It's not just like fucking whatever either way.
Last time you got that text, did you go over?
I gotta think about when it was. It was last. It was. I do remember when it was. It was on. Where was I? I can't remember. It was like 3 days ago, and no, I didn't.
Wow.
And actually, it was Nelson Cruz.
Wow.
Yeah, he said, "Come over if you want." He said,
Every
"Come
time,
over."
Yeah.
60
minutes of time, it works every time.
Well, no. When was the Jake Paul fight?
Saturday.
Okay, so it was on Saturday.
Yeah.
It was on Saturday, and he said, I texted him and said, "Are you going to watch the fight?" And he was like, "No, I'm going to bed." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "Oh, but you can come over if you want." I said, "No, I'm good." And then he was like, and then like whatever, 20 minutes later, he was like,
"Oh my god, no!"
20 minutes later, he was like, "Are you gonna come?" And I was like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not coming. I'm already home now. Like it's already done with." And he was like, "Well, why?" And I was like, "Because you didn't make me a good offer." And he was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like,
Yeah, man. But see, I look at it in the way where it's like he was going through his whole night not expecting to see you. Then you jumped up out of nowhere, like in front of the car, and boom, he hit you. And so now he's like, "Damn." And then you're like, "Oh, bye. Just kidding." It's like, wait,
yeah, because
out.
he should. But then
don't jump in front of the car.
But we're good enough friends that I like had this whole convo with him. If it was just some guy, I wouldn't have gotten all into it. But then we were like laughing about it, and he was like, "Well, what should I have said?" And I was like, would love to see you, Kristen. Yeah, you should def come by. Like some stupid shit like that. And he was like, well, of course I want to see you. And I was like, well, you didn't say that. And now I'm at home in bed and it's too late. So no. So I didn't go. So there you go.
Shake my. I know, right? Play yourself. 100%.
No, I was not. I was actually not hitting him up as a booty call anyway. That's a more complicated situation, but it's fine.
Hey, the people know we love Nelson Cruz. He's like our number one fan. Maybe number 3. I don't know. I don't know what to put on money. He's on the list.
But speaking of Jake Paul, that shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, this is like
30
it's almost like a
seconds.
quick hit thing, but we can talk about it right now. Like, I love the trailer fights. I love the whole setup. I know my man Vince McMahon is 100% upset at the way that they've got this down to a science that's better than his science that he's been working on literally his entire life. And yeah, that fight was totally fixed, but it's fine.
But it was really funny though. My brother texted me and was like, because he had put a lot of money on Jake Paul, which was funny to begin with. But then, when he won, he was like, because we were talking shit about YouTubers before, and then he was like, am I a Jake Paul fan? Like, oh, fuck. Low-key, maybe? I don't know. It's tough to say.
I wouldn't recommend saying that out loud or putting it on wax, but maybe he is. It's fine. I mean, first of all, if you're a fan of somebody that makes you money, I can't really be mad at that.
Yeah, true.
So that's fine. But yeah, that whole thing was hilarious. Watching Oscar De La Hoya be fucked up talking shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
I love the Snoop West Coast Rushmore shit was dope. Biebs was just out there. Can't believe he didn't perform Yummy. I don't understand why he wouldn't perform his best song. Like, why are we even out there?
Wait, did he do Peaches? I didn't see that part.
No.
What did he sing? Lonely?
Just other shit. Yeah, just a bunch of bogus shit. Like, yeah, it was very annoying. Freaking the best performance was Homegirl, freaking Doja Cat. But
yeah, I'm not a. I go back and forth on Doja Cat. She's really like bubblegummy for me. I like moodier shit.
I like bubblegum.
You do?
I like the taste.
I like
of bubblegum.
I like moody shit. I like her one where it's like the like track where it's like dark. You know which one I'm talking about. The one that's popular on social media.
Yeah, I know. You got that. Yeah, I think we
but
talked about
but
that.
back to the real important matters. So have you said the thing about if you come over if you want?
I'm sure I have. Like, I'm fucking a guy.
So what goes through your mind when you say that? I mean, like, why do you say that?
Because they've probably in my situation,
in your specific situation,
in my situation,
knowing you, like,
most likely what they've said to me, they've said something to the effect that they're like on the fence about it, and I'm not someone to bully anyone. So I'm just like, hey, if you're gonna be acting this type of way where it's like I need to beg you, like after we've already had a long enough conversation that's been clearly flirtatious and you like are vibing with me, and now you still want me to be out here throwing my fucking jacket on the puddle, then I'm like, you know what? You can sit your ass at home or you can come if you want to. So I'll be like, you can come if you want to. Doors open. Done. Like, most of the time, if I'm sending that text, I'm tired of talking because what you're giving me is not in the vibe that I'm like, I need to pull all of these things back.
That makes more sense. Like, that I can more get behind. I feel like a lot of dudes, they just be saying that because they don't it's not that. It's not, like, you're saying that you would say that when you were already almost annoyed, almost.
Correct.
Right. So, like, that's different than just being like, just saying that just to say it because you're either scared or you just don't realize you should swap out the word can with should.
Yeah, but again, I really do believe that it's based on the responses that I'm getting prior in the conversation. Because if you're vibing with me correctly, I'm sure I've already asked you to come over in a very different way. Like, if you're not vibing based on the other things, then I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, I think you're.
It's up to you.
I think that's fine. I think you're an anomaly.
Oh, now I'm the unicorn. Yeah, okay, all right, get the fuck out of here.
Because I mean, like I said, the guy that I was just talking about, like he was mad that I didn't come over.
Yeah, but but he's also like he's on the roster. It's not like he isn't.
Yeah, true.
You don't. First of all, no guy really sends that text to a girl that he's never slept with.
That's not true.
I don't think I start that. You don't start that situation.
Missing the alley-oops guy said that to me before anything.
And what happened with that? All right, then came back around, so it didn't matter.
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
nah. Like,
Well, that time I did go over there, but only because you told me I should.
Oh, don't blame me. Okay,
I literally sent you a screenshot and was like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?" He literally was like, "You can come over if you want." I was like, "I'm not gonna go," and you were like, "You should go. He wants you to come over," and I was like, "This is so fucking stupid. Men are annoying."
Yeah, well, I mean, I was right. At the end of the day.
Scorpion, get over here.
I know, right? Get over here.
If he would have said you should come over, I
can't
would have
we
been
talk about
perfectly happy. Instead of you can come over.
Yeah, I mean, tiddlywinks. I don't know. I'm all about people and like using your words correctly, so I do understand what you're saying.
Right.
But again, I don't think that that's a normal starter, at least for guys that aren't dogs.
So okay, I got another scenario.
Oh, here we go.
Just based on shit
fake.
that's been. This is what I'm saying. I got a lot of shit to discuss that's
I know,
been going
right?
on in my week.
She's cooking today.
So
And
how
she's not
about
cooking on anything on
how
the
about
list.
this? What am I supposed to do with this guy? He texts me every day, but does not we don't have conversation. It's literally like a quick back and forth, and then that's it.
Like, hey, good morning. How you doing? What's up? What you doing today? The end.
Yep.
I mean, he's probably hoping that you will say something that is like kind of vivacious, flirtatious that he could jump on, and so he's like,
Sometimes I
he's
do,
sitting there
though.
fishing.
Yeah, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
Hooking. Okay, but like when you say sometimes you do, like, are they obvious or are they like subtle? Because if they're subtle, then I mean.
I think he's. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, like this has been weeks of. Like,
Well, okay.
pull
All
up
right. Let me put it
examples.
like this. The miss the alley oops guy.
Mm-hmm.
Those were not subtle. I can confirm.
That shit was the
those were not
furthest thing
subtle.
from subtle.
Yeah.
I was saying stuff about being in bed. I was
Yeah.
saying stuff about fucking
So
all
that-
type
that-
of shit.
yeah.
That was
So
that
I'm
was
saying
not subtle.
These are not the messages you're sending to the guy.
It
you're asking
wasn't.
about
No,
right
it's
now.
not that extreme. It's not that extreme.
So
but,
then, yeah.
but I have sexted him before. He knows I'm fucking interested. I think he's just trying to make sure he doesn't like fall off the list. That's my suspicion.
I don't think he's worried about falling off the list.
We've never hooked up.
Yeah. So he can't be worried about something that's never happened.
Then why is he fucking texting me every day but not actually trying to see me?
To keep.
I mean, he is trying to see me. I don't know what I'm being.
You're being mean. Yes. the moral of today's episode is that, man, don't let Kristen go Incredible Hulk because she be out here a little upset.
I'm not actually mad that he texts me every day. I'm just more curious as to what his motivation is. It's not making me mad. I respond every day, and
of
I'm
course.
like,
No, you're
yeah,
not mad.
good morning. Hi, what's up?
You won't be mad when you put him on the roster, so it'll be fine.
Quick hits, baby. All right.
Have to talk about it. That's the first thing before we even talk about anything else.
Yeah.
The only thing I care to talk about the whole day.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat. Oh, I can't wait. Oh my days.
All right. Tell me about this because I don't know jack shit about Mortal Kombat,
You
and I
never
need
played
to know.
the video game?
No, never.
What's wrong with you?
What is
Finish
it on?
him.
I mean, but what?
Everything in life
But
since it's like
what
Super
is it
Nintendo.
on? Like, what is it? I mean, like, I don't.
Go to up down. You know what? Get.
Oh, it's like one of those big
Get in the
things?
DMs and invite Kristen on a date over to up down.
If you invite me on
so
a
she
date
can
to up down to play Mortal Kombat, I will go. So there you go.
But yeah, it started from Super Nintendo on Sega Genesis all the way up to now it's on all these systems. But it's
Oh, really?
yeah. It's
See,
just
but see, I only ever played Game Boy and then.
I'm sure it was
Switch.
on Game Boy, and I know it's on the Switch.
The only thing I played on the Game Boy was Pokemon
Well, that's a you thing, and
and
not a-
Spyro. Well, that was PlayStation.
Yeah, I was about to say the Spyro.
My
remake?
yeah, we had a PlayStation, but mostly I just played Dance Dance Revolution, and then we played
Spyro was
Spyro,
legit.
and then we played Crash Bandicoot some too.
I respect Spyro.
Now
Good
I'm
enough.
obsessed with fucking Zelda, but that's on Switch.
Yeah, no, I can't beat that yet, but it's whatever. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. So excited.
So it's
you
a
don't-
fighting thing.
Yeah, it's a fighting game. It's
Yeah.
the fighting
said-
game, really.
I know. I don't know anything
That or
about
Street
it.
Fighter. You heard of Street Fighter?
Oh, yeah, it's
No.
Have you heard of Street Fighter?
No.
Ooh,
No.
man. Okay.
So when I was in high school, my high school boyfriend played Call of Duty, and so I played Call of Duty with like my guy friends. But then I got tired of that real quick because you know how it is when you game. You gotta like play the game and not talk, and obviously, I have a
Well, I
problem.
figure you
I have a
gotta be
problem
in the
with
party,
not
yeah,
talking.
You're not in the right parties. That's all. Like, we be out here Club Xbox Live in it like almost every
Yeah,
Friday.
see, but that's now though. You weren't doing that back in fucking 2000.
I probably was.
10?
I probably was.
Well, I don't know.
Bingo, bango.
I was letting. I mean, it was a
Bingo,
high school
bango.
relationship. The guy was not exactly like fucking living up to
All your standards.
Yeah, exactly. But it was fine. He was fine. It was great.
No.
Actually, I have someday I'll put the fucking virginity story on wax because that shit is funny as fuck. But anyway, go on.
Can't wait. Anyways, back to what's most important. Mortal Kombat comes out on HBO Max and in theaters when you're hearing this, actually. So that's super exciting.
Oh, word?
Yeah, Friday. So yeah.
I haven't been paying any attention.
Clearly. Anyways, they remade it. They got all the OG movies on HBO Max, so the Mortal Kombat original and Mortal Kombat
I thought it
Annihilation.
was just a game.
It is a game, and they made 2 movies off of the game because the game was so popular. The same way.
Give us ratings
of the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, they're corny as hell. Like they're
Okay.
not. Like they.
No, the new one looks good. I have seen the trailer for the
like,
new movie.
I watched the original old one the other day, and I forgot how LOL it is. But like,
okay, so
it's cool when you remember the old like Super Nintendo game and everything, so it's fine. But this
Kinda
new
like
one,
yeah,
man, this new one looks so.
Yeah, it looks actually really good.
Good.
I'm into it, and I don't even
couldn't
care.
even help it. I watched the little first 7-minute clip thing because I was like, I had to do it, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Fatality. They said like I've seen some interview. The director said he was like, I'm not going to hold back as far as like the fatalities and stuff. I want it to be. He's like, I held back just enough to make sure it didn't become rated NC-17.
Ooh,
But that's it.
So he's not playing.
So he pulled this full Tarantino punches to get it just right to rated R.
Wow.
And I'm excited. And I know there's a lot of people that have been mad that they didn't see my man Johnny Cage in the trailer. So everybody loves good old Johnny Cage. He was not in the trailer. Yeah, it's very odd. And he's not in the song either, which I've also listened to. But I don't know if they're trying to spoil and set up for another sequel or if they got a trilogy, whatever they're trying to do. So I'll wait on that. But I'm just really excited about this movie. I just hope everybody takes their time to watch it. Rent out the theater with your friends.
Are you gonna go to the theater?
I don't know. Vic wants to go.
So I'll come. So I don't think you have to rent it out. I think the theaters are open.
Oh no, I would I'm saying, but I would rather rent it out. Yeah, I'd rather rent it out.
Oh,
if I could do $100.
Wait, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, if I could do $100 to rent it out, like then it's just $100 to rent it out.
So you have another theater related thing on here. Is that why you put that on here? Let's
other?
hit on that one too.
No, I didn't put that on about Mortal Kombat, but
right, but that's related though. The
yeah,
movie theater thing.
If you want to talk about it, since you was out here being so hella disrespectful about something else, but yeah, we can talk about that.
Go ahead.
So my thing was, I wanted to know, like, especially since the pandemic has started, has the pandemic essentially killed the movie date?
Right.
Because like now we've got like even Mortal Kombat that's coming out. HBO Max is playing same day as it comes out in theaters.
Oh,
I
word?
can sit at the crib and watch it at the crib.
Okay, good to know.
So that's one thing. And also, just theaters obviously lost a lot of money with the social distancing and like the way they're working. It's not ideal.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, like, now that we've been in this for over a year, are people going to, like, actually be like, hey, do you want to go see a movie? Like, I just don't know that that's the vibe anymore.
You tell me. What do you think? And then I'll judge.
I mean, I think HBO Max specifically,
because they're
open
doing
this can of worms where it's like, yo, if I can get a movie that comes out in theaters at home, not for free, but for my normal subscription price.
Sure.
Why in the blue hell am I going to the movies? Like,
okay.
Other than a bigger screen, because, let's be, at this point, everybody's getting there 55, 60, 70. Like, why?
Okay, I have many questions for you. First of all, so you took women on dates to the movies regularly before COVID?
Not regularly, but I've been on movie dates, yes. More than one.
And do you watch the movie? Do you like make out in the theater? Like I
normally watch the movie.
Okay.
But that's
okay.
Just me.
So then, are you a frequenter of the movie theater? Just you personally, aside from dating?
Prior to COVID, yeah.
Prior to COVID,
yeah.
So what is it that you like about the movie theater?
The large screen and just the vibe. Like if I had those those rich people that have their actual home theater with the projector. Right. If I had that, then I would never go to the movies. I would. Because
so you don't like the crowd aspect.
I don't mind it because it's cool. Like I remember like watching the last two Avengers. I like the vibe of everybody seeing those scenes and being like, oh, and you all react at the same time. It's sort of like a sporting event where you're like, y'all in it. Right. So that vibe can't be duplicated, and so I do miss that.
So what's your answer? Is it dead or no?
It's dead.
Ooh,
I think it's dead.
Ouch.
I mean, I just think that a lot of those companies have lost so much money, and I don't know how they're going to get that back.
I have a direct answer to that, but continue.
Yeah, which is fine, but like, and again, at this point now, we've built people to this new normal.
Yeah,
like,
you're absolutely right about that.
If anything, like Netflix and chill, which women especially used to put in their little bios, don't invite me over for Netflix and chill.
Dude, I love Netflix and chill. I don't know why that shit gets so much hate. Honestly, it's like, what's the problem? Like, are you trying to fuck or not?
But now it's like that's not even. It's almost lost. It's lost a little bit of the like implication. It's like no, literally, like there's a fucking pandemic. Like I just want to Netflix.
Literally come over and hang out and hopefully we'll fuck.
Yeah,
like,
but
perfect.
let's watch Netflix if we do, and that's cool. Like whatever.
Yeah.
So no, I really don't think it's gonna be a staple date anymore. Like I think it's lost it.
To me, it was never a staple date. I've never been to a movie with a date.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
never.
That's so weird.
Never.
Like when she told me this, I was like, I couldn't believe that she's like, I
know
never
it's
been
crazy.
To a movie with a man.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There are many things to say about this. First of all, I'm like very, as I've said, preoccupied with like what's in front of me. So like I'm not a very I don't text all the time, like blah blah blah. Like whatever's happening in real life in front of me, like that's where my attention's at, right? When it comes to movies though, like I don't fucking look at my phone while I'm watching a movie. Like I do not care what the fuck is happening. I'm watching this fucking movie. So the problem,
you pay attention to the movie.
So here's my thing, but that's the thing. When it comes to the movie date, I never do it because on the one hand, if we're seeing a movie that I actually want to see, I'm glued to the movie, and that's not very conducive to the date. On the other hand, there's also a scenario whereby like we go to the movie and then I can't pay attention to the movie at all because I'm very like anxious and conscious of the date that I'm on and trying to like whatever feel that situation out, and then I don't pay attention to anything in the movie, and then I'm mad.
right through the popcorn. Right through the popcorn.
And then point number 3 is the same point as always, which is that I can't shut the fuck up. Like I'm just I talk and talk and talk.
See,
and talk.
I would hate you on that date because
I
need you.
No, I know, which again I would never do if we were at a movie because as a fucking entertainment person would never fucking talk during a movie. So like it would like destroy me and in my heart to like fucking it would destroy me equally to talk over a movie and to not talk on a date. Like so it's just like a bad recipe for me. It's just not the vibe. Plus like the movies I go before the pandemic I go to the movie theater like 1 to 2 times a week. Like a fucking lot. Like a lot. Because I love movies. That's my whole fucking thing. Mm-hmm. I'm extremely critical of movies. That's the other thing is that I don't go see shit that I'm not like super hyped for. And also like most of the movies I see I don't like.
I was about to say, hey, the people already heard you rip Godzilla versus Kong, so we know.
So it's weird. I didn't love Wonder Woman. I just appreciate it for its fucking pro women shit. But anyway, so it's very odd to me. Like I want people to chime in. Like, have you been like? Am I just like an oddity that doesn't go on movie dates? Have you, Joe? Let's pull the audience. Have you been on a lot of movie dates or no?
Netflix and chill.
No, see, no.
You're different, though.
Have you been in a lot of movie dates?
Not more than you, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say,
So
okay,
not
but
really.
but see, you're presenting it in a way like you're asking a lot. Like, have you been on any movie dates?
But you're
Have you been on any movie dates?
Fine, let's cap it. Let's cap it at 5. Let's cap it at 5. Have you been on more or less than 5?
Me? More.
Yeah. More? What about you?
Not for a first date.
You said no.
In a relationship, yes.
In a relationship doesn't count. I'm saying a date. Roderick? More or less than 5?
Probably more than 5.
That's wild. I've
It's
never
just-
been
it's
on a
so-
movie date.
Movies so much.
Yeah, I know. And then I don't
And
go on
never
a
on a
movie date.
date.
I
And
know.
never on
I
a
know.
date.
It's
Like,
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know what my problem is, but I never do.
I did. No.
It's
like,
also one of those things where like I don't always pursue movies as a topic of conversation with men because I
feel some type
have
of way
so
about
much
them.
to say about it since it's like my fucking
it's your thing.
career and
Yeah.
thing. So like, I don't always just want to have like a casual like you wouldn't
want to strangle.
you know, like essentially, like, first of all, people have a tendency to like speak on my career as if they know what the fuck they're talking about in the first place. So I don't want to encourage that in any case.
Which is fair.
There's also the point of like, you wouldn't, you know, like a person who's in a career of like accounting doesn't go on a date and then like fucking get into a big old conversation about the details of accounting, you know. It's just like, you know, like
Unless they're really weird.
you have your opinions
they
on
want that
movies
date to
and
fail.
you're entitled to that because you're just an average viewer, but like I don't want to talk to you about it because my like the shit that I have to say about movies is way more involved. Like way more involved.
Yeah, you're not going to give this little 5-minute thing. So.
But I actually, you know, so ironically, you're the one that's been on all the movie dates and you're saying it's over. I'm saying it's not over. Even though I've never been on one. Because here's my thing is that I happen to know that pandemic aside, there was, so in 1920-ish, I'm going to give you a little history
lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. First soapbox, now history lesson. Wow, this is crazy.
In 1920-ish, there was this law enacted that basically said that studios that produce films, so i.e. DreamWorks, Paramount, etc.
Warner Brothers, blah, 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 blah.
They cannot own the theaters. And this was because the movie business was new, and they did not want the people who were making the movies to also have control over what was shown to the masses.
Makes
so they
sense.
wanted to separate this.
Stop the monopoly,
so that the quote-unquote independent people who didn't have all this money to make these high-end films still had an opportunity to have their films shown in theaters.
Yeah, stopping the monopoly. It makes sense.
So fast forward to 2020 or 2019, say, before the pandemic, there was already a bubble happening that was going to burst at any moment because with the advent of streaming and YouTube and Vimeo, there's now no need for that. There's no need for that legislation because the independent filmmaker does not pursue like a regional movie theater showings as its first line of distribution.
Because there's so many other options.
Because there's streaming and film festivals and online and all the other things. So this legislation was set to lapse and it was not going to be renewed. Even before the pandemic. And there was a lot of debate and discussion within the like entertainment community of like in 20, I can't remember if it was 17 or 18 or 19 when Roma won Best Picture, which is Alfonso Cuarón, who's a fucking amazing filmmaker. He did Harry Potter 3, he did Gravity. These are like the more common ones. But he did this movie called Roma. And it's in Spanish, so it's English subtitle, and it's in black and white. So it was like this super art house movie that does not have appeal to the general masses public.
Should have watched that on 420, buddy.
It won all these fucking awards, right? And it's very slow. It's a very character driven movie. It's a great film, but there was a lot of debate over this because the cinephiles, aka people who are like movie obsessed and or entertainment industry obsessed, would always say that. Well, I don't really consider myself a cinephile because I embrace the streaming. The cinephiles hate streaming. They're pro theater because that's like the purest form of cinematic experience in filmmaking is to go see a movie in a theater. So you have this fucking black and white art house movie that they were all saying you have to fucking see it in a theater. And then the rest of the people were like, no, it's fine. Because that was the very first movie ever to premiere on Netflix and in theaters on the same day. So that's why there was this whole debate about it and it won Best Picture. Because they were like, oh, you know, is the entertainment industry forever changed because
we can make a Best Picture.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
Yada, yada, yada.
So the entertainment industry is already fighting, and all the old heads, fucking Scorsese and Tarantino and blah blah blah, who all came up with like this certain image of what independent filmmaking is like. They rely on this movie theater system, and everybody else who's on fucking TikTok and YouTube and has all these great followings before they even become famous, they're forging a different path. So there was already a reckoning in the works. The pandemic only fucking furthered along this fucking situation. You didn't think you were gonna get this history lesson.
No, I just think it's really funny. I just think it's really funny that we just talked about the whole date, and you did point out that you don't want to go on a date because you don't want to get no conversation about all the movie stuff. And now here you are, not on a date, on this conversation about all this movie stuff.
So anyway, I know I'm losing everyone. Let me speed things along. The point being, and this is the exciting thing, is that this legislation has now lapsed.
Mm-hmm.
It is not going to be renewed because there's no need to separate the theaters from the makers.
Studios, yeah.
So what's going to happen now is that in the next, 5 to 10 years, this is an oversimplification, but just for the sake of dramatic effect, Disney is going to buy up all that shit and then make it hella interactive and awesome.
Hey, if Disney buys AMC and makes me go to these AMC
Exactly.
things,
So that's where we're at, is that these big time studios are about to make that shit just like how Disney World is totally interactive. Like when you're in the line at Disney World, you're still interacting with the ride even though you're not on the ride yet, right?
Correct.
So they're gonna buy all these fucking movie theaters
and turn it into an experience.
So then you have the situation where like not only is it like you want to go to the theater, but you want to try out all the different ones. So you won't just go, like, I go to the West End in fucking St. Louis Park because it's fucking nice.
It's the best Icon. That's my shit.
Yeah, it's the best shit ever.
I'm a rewards member.
But, like, if they make that whatever Parts of the Caribbean say, and then you got down in fucking
Regal
Burnsville,
Park
like, wherever the fuck.
Like, Avengers or...
Frozen. We got Frozen movie theater.
Yeah.
Like, you got to check that shit out. You're going to want to visit all the different shit. Like, that's what the future holds, I feel. Because the studios... The thing is that studios these days, the big ones... They are only going to start to produce movies that are fucking take a lot of money to produce. So you have Star Wars, you have James Bond, you have Fast and Furious, the big shit. Because that's the only thing that they really have to offer at this point is a lot of money. It doesn't take that much fucking money to make a movie if you have the right plot, the right script, the right people.
You would know.
I would know.
Yeah.
So all the indie people, they're operating down here and like combining a lot of jobs. Like a lot of jobs on a movie set could be whittled down into fewer and fewer people, especially with the advent of like these YouTube creators and TikTok creators who already have huge followings who will watch the shit even if it's fucking the production value of it is not professional. Yeah. It's like kind of documentary style, like The Office or like Schitt's Creek. So you're going to have all these people down here making content, right? Then you're going to have the studios with all their fucking money. So they're going to have to subsidize that fucking income because they're money pigs. And they're going to have their big budget films, but then they're going to get into the fucking movie theater market. And that's what's going to happen.
So you think basically you gave a beautiful diatribe to explain that the reason that the movie theater date will not die is because movie theaters themselves are about to get an upgrade. They're about to get a steroid shot.
Yeah.
And that's going to pop up.
Yeah.
So then here's my question to you. Are you finally going to go on a fucking movie date?
Oh, I would love to go on. See, here's the thing. I would love to go on a movie date. Part of it is that like dudes don't really ask me that much. I've gotten asked.
I feel like a dude's asked you to like every guy has asked a girl to a movie before. So that's just I don't believing
know. I feel like I've been asked a few times and maybe I like steered it in a different direction, but not that frequently. Not that frequently.
Again, in your whole life, not 5 times. I bet you've denied 5 movie dates.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, I'm not buying it. I bet
dudes don't ask me to go to the movies. They just don't. I don't know if they're scared because I do movies or if they're just like, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Now that you started the thing, but I'm just saying from high school going up, not 5 movie days.
First of all, when I was in high school, nobody asked me on a date ever. Just period, point blank. I don't know if it was just that I like nobody liked me or if it was just like people were scared to not date or what. Like, I mean, no, like.
Well, you went to a different school. Your school.
Yeah, I mean, it was Catholic school. We've already talked about that. But seriously, I never like. Well, okay, so I dated the same guy sophomore and junior year, and then senior year was kind of like whatever. I hated my high school. Yeah, I don't know. I'm fucking weird. Let's end this episode. I've been revealing way too much.
Well, hey, it's fine. But yes, again, pour one out to the roller garden. Thank you for all of the wonderful memories. We had a great time. So shout out. But yes, this has been one very interesting episode. I guarantee you the second that the cameras and this whole thing goes off, Kristen's going to tell me that she hated the whole thing. So that's perfectly fine. But we're giving it to the people because we got to get the people what they want. You guys always know the drill. At King Kristen Renee on Instagram, at LuminatorGV on Instagram, Quarantings Podcast on Twitter. the YouTube page. Look up Quarantings Podcast. And as always, rate, review, subscribe, and tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell their ex to tell a friend. And we'll be back.